So I think I found a fairly decent composition. There's a stream that goes basically north to south, looking over the stream from this bridge. Orion due south at the moment. Simple composition, nice leading line, but I think it's effective. So I'm shooting the Canon 6D 24mm Samyang f1.4 lens, stop that down to f2.8. I'm shooting at ISO 1600 and 15-second shutter speeds. Portrait orientation. Looks good. Okay, so there's a bit of cloud which is starting to come across Orion now. I'm not too bothered by that because typically light, high, wispy cloud across Orion brings out the colours very nicely, particularly Betelgeuse and the Orion Nebula. So I'm hoping I might get a slightly natural star glow effect, and in a second I'll put the star glow filter on as well, and that will make sure we definitely get those colours. So I'm just waving the star glow filter in front of the lens, and I'll probably do this on 5 shots or so I can stack them. Typically I find using the star glow filter, it's often stack the image in the same way, because the star glow tends to sort of smear out a lot of the noise in any case. What you definitely need to do, however, is make sure you've taken a separate image for the foreground, because the star glow tends to blur the foreground quite noticeably, quite an ugly way. It gives a real sort of soft appearance, which isn't very nice. See how they came out. Kind of cool. So I'll try and show you the effect of the star glow filter live on the video. I have no idea how well this is going to show up, but hopefully you can see Orion there in the shot. If I then put the filter over the lens, hopefully you can see those stars are slightly more bloated and slightly more colourful. So star glow off, slightly sharper, although not as sharp as they will be with the photographic lens, and the star glow back on. Okay, so that looks good. Nice colours in Orion, I can see. Simple composition, nothing fancy, very casual, Sunday evening astrophotography. I've got one more shot to take, which is a long exposure of the foreground. That's just to reduce the noise so I can lift the shadows a bit more without bringing out lots of noise. I'll do a 30-second exposure at ISO 1600, and I'll also turn on long exposure noise reduction to do that. Before I do that though, I'm just going to turn off the light on the camera, or all I'll get is this diffuse light, if I can find the light. Okay, there we go. Right, so 30 seconds exposure, long exposure, noise reduction on. Let's do it. Simple. It's quite windy here in the Fens tonight, so hopefully you can hear me okay above the wind. It looks like we've got quite a bit of high cloud now coming in, possibly for the night. Okay, let's see what that looks like. They're pretty good. Blown out the highlights on the horizon, but I guess I'd expect that. Looks nice and detailed in the foreground. So hopefully that'll blend nicely.